Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing great. So, welcome to Vet It's You YouTube channel. In this video, we will discuss about the embryological portion, that is the development of the tongue and the teeth, parts of the oral cavity. So, let's get started. As the teeth and the tongue are the parts of the mouth that is under the digestive system, so first of all we will look after for the different components of the digestive system. So the digestive system consists of the mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, liver, pancreas, and the salivary glands. In the upcoming videos, we will discuss about the development of each of the component of the digestive system, but for this one we will concentrate on the development of the teeth and the tongue. As we already know that the digestive system consists of different organs and the structural components that constitute the whole digestive system. So the question arises, from where does these all parts originate? And the answer to this question is the splanchnopleure that will transform into the different structure that will constitute the digestive system. In the simple terms, splanchnopleure is the layer of the tissue in the embryo consisting of the endoderm and the mesoderm that will lead to the development of different structures and which will ultimately constitute the digestive system. Before moving further, I would like to tell you that the whole digestive system can be divided into the three regions: the anterior portion of the digestive system, the middle portion of the digestive system, and the posterior portion of the digestive system. And all these three zones consist of the different organs and the structural component of the digestive system. I think now we are good to go with the development of the digestive system. So first of all, a layer of the cell that is present in the embryo known as splanchnopleure will transform itself into the foregut, hindgut and the midgut. And these different guts will lead to the development of the different organs that will constitute the digestive system. So let's start with the derivatives of the foregut. Foregut will transform into the pharynx, esophagus, stomach, cranial duodenum or the cranial part of the small intestine, liver and the pancreas. Moving to the next, the midgut will transform into the jejunum and the ileum or the remaining parts of the small intestine, cecum, ascending colon and the parts of the transverse colon. The hindgut will transform into the transverse and the descending colon, cloaca, which will form the rectum and most part of the anal canal. So now let us discuss about the development of the tongue. So in the tongue, the rostral 2 by 3rd of the tongue is of ectodermal origin, and while the caudal 1 by 3rd of the tongue is endodermal derivative. So here for the development of the tongue, only two germ layers are involved, that is ectoderm and the endoderm. Simply, it can be stated that the body of the tongue is of ectodermal origin and the root of the tongue is of endodermal origin. So before moving further, I would like to tell you about the pharyngeal arches. So they are just basically the externally visible anterior tissue bands that will lead to the formation of the different structure. Here in the tongue, the mesoderm will lie under it, which will proliferate and lead to the development of the three elevations occur at the level of the first pharyngeal arch, which will give rise to the two lateral lingual swellings and the one medial lingual swellings. As you might know that there are 5 pairs of the pharyngeal arches that will lead to the development of the different structures. So simply here the mesoderm, which is lying under the tongue, will lead to the development of the different swellings at the level of the first pharyngeal arch during the course of the development. So further in the course of development at the level of the second pharyngeal arch, a connecting structure known as copula will develop, and there will be another swelling that is known as the hypopharyngeal eminence formed at the medial position in the region of the third and the fourth arches. All these swellings and the eminences have their own role in the development of the tongue. So basically, the two lateral lingual swellings extending from the midline will fuse with the medial swelling or the hypopharyngeal swelling, forming the body of the tongue. नोट करने वाली बात यहाँ पे ये है कि इन द केस ऑफ द ह्यूमन बींग्स एंड द कार्निवोरस द medial lingual swelling contributes minimally to the tongue development, but whereas in the case of the ungulates like the cattle buffalo, the medial lingual swelling is considered to make a significant contribution for the prominence of the body of the tongue. सो सिंपली यहाँ पे बस यही कहा गया है कि जो भी स्वेलिंग मीडियली डेवलप होती हैं इन द केस ऑफ द ह्यूमन बींग्स एंड द कार्निवोरस, they do not play important role in the tongue development but plays a vital role in the case of the ungulates. Tongue development. Here in this picture you can see the different structures that are developed during the course of development of the tongue and how they all are arranged during the embryological process of the development. As we already know that the tongue have different papillas and the taste bud, so during the end of the embryonic period, the lingual papilla will develop on the surface of the tongue, and its interaction with the neurons of the cranial nerves, that is 7th, 9th and the 10th, lead to the development of the taste buds. So in the nutshell, the different lateral lingual swellings and the medial swellings that developed at the first pharyngeal arch will fuses with the swellings at the level of the second pharyngeal arch lead to the development of the tongue. Moving to the next, we will discuss about the development of the teeth. So the teeth consist of different parts that derived from the different germ layers. So the enamel will be derived from the ectoderm, the dentin, pulp and the cementum, all together developed from the mesoderm. Now, in the course of the development of the teeth, there are series of the thickening that appears and lead to the development of different structures and ultimately the teeth. So the first thickening that is developed during the course of the development is the dental lamina, that is developed due to the thickening of the ectodermal epithelium on the underlying mesoderm. Now moving to the next, in the course of development there will be a local cell proliferation that lead to the development of the thickening that will appear on the dental lamina itself and known as the tooth bud. And for the note, you can write down that each tooth bud will give rise to the one milk tooth. Now the underlying mesoderm that is present adjacent to the tooth bud will lead to the formation of the connective tissue, also known as the mesenchymal tissue, ultimately forms the dental papilla. Now the tooth bud will form a cup-shaped enamel organ over the dental papilla. Further, in the course of the development, the mesenchymal cell surrounding the enamel organ and the dental papilla will form the dental sac. In the simple terms, till now, during the course of the development of the teeth, the first structure formed is the dental lamina, which will lead to the formation of the tooth bud, and tooth bud will form the dental papilla and the enamel organ. And these two structures, the enamel organ and the dental papilla, together forms the dental sac. Now the enamel organ will become the double-walled, that is the outer convex wall, also known as the inner enamel epithelium, and the inner concave wall, also known as the outer enamel epithelium. So, in the course of the further development, the cells of the inner enamel epithelium of an enamel organ will differentiate into the ameloblast, which will produce enamel, and the superficial cells of the dental papilla that are adjacent to the ameloblast cell will differentiate into the odontoblast, which will produce the dentin. So let's just summarize the whole development of the teeth in the nutshell. So the first structure formed during the course of the development is the dental lamina, which will form the tooth bud, and this tooth bud will differentiate into the dental papilla and the enamel organ, and these two structures together, the dental papilla and the enamel organ, will form the dental sac. Now the enamel organ will becomes the double-walled structure, and the outer convex wall will differentiate into the ameloblast, which will ultimately produce the enamel, and the cells adjacent to the ameloblast or the superficial cells of the dental papilla will differentiate into the odontoblast, which will produce the dentin and forms the different parts of the teeth. So that's all for the development of the tongue and the teeth. I hope you like it. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel Vet It's You. Thanks for the watching, an initiative by Ankit Kaushik.